Hello, Sewanee faculty. In this short video, I'm going to explain the basics of screen sharing in your Zoom classrooms. To get started, once you're in your Zoom room, take a look at your control bar and notice the green Share Screen button in the middle. Before you get started, you can change the options for screen sharing in your room by clicking on the little arrow next to the button and going to Advanced Sharing Options. Some helpful options here are allowing only one person to screen share at a time, allowing multiple people to share simultaneously, or choosing whether or not either only you, the host, or your students can screen share. You'll notice that these options can be revisited and changed at any time. When you're ready to start your screen share, click on Share Screen. From here, you're given a host of options about which screen that you want to share. The one in the top left will always share your entire screen, so everything you see, all your students will see in the Zoom room with you. Make sure you don't have your email open. The other options you have available to you are the whiteboard and a mobile device, and also share one particular window that I currently have open. If you're going to be presenting, say, just your PowerPoint, then you can choose just to share that. However, if during your class you're going to be moving between multiple windows, you may choose to share your entire screen so that you can go back and forth between a PowerPoint, a YouTube video, a PDF document, etc. Finally, if you're going to be watching a video with your students in class, make sure to click on this checkbox in the bottom left that says Share Computer Sound. When you're ready to start, click the blue Share button. Now, when you start sharing, the floating meeting controls will likely appear kind of docked to the top of the screen here, right? You can see I closed a window while I did that. You can left click and hold to drag these meeting controls around to a more comfortable place on your screen, or you can hide them all together by hovering over the More option and choosing Hide Floating Meeting Controls. If you have a particularly small screen or are working from a laptop, you may wish to hide these controls while you are presenting so that you can focus on the material. Press Escape at any time to get those controls back. During your class and while you're screen sharing, you may want to do things like keep the participants window open so you can keep an eye on the students who are currently here. And you may even also want to keep the chat open if you're using the chat function in your classes so that you can keep an eye on what your students are typing as well. The last option that's going to be useful to you is the Annotate feature. If you click on Annotate in the floating meeting controls, you'll get another bar of annotation controls. There's a host of options here that you can play with. Some of the most common are the draw, and you can choose whether to draw like a square particularly or just use your mouse to draw a bad circle on your screen. The clear button will clear either your own drawings or all the drawings or your students' drawings. The stamp option allows you to point out specific content. You can hover over that for different kinds of stamps. And the text tool will allow you to type and over your screen. These are the same options that appear in the virtual whiteboard, and they're useful for engaging your students with the material, particular thing that you're looking at.